Friday, you know, I did a little bit exercise. I made sure I'm looking good. You can tell I'm looking good, Abby. Am I not looking good? Do I need to improve? I know mine do. If I need to improve, I go upgrade. You know, 2026 for upgrading, things like that. So we're going to be cooking. We are going to be cooking, and what are we going to be cooking? It will come and tell them what we are cooking. So we'll be telling you guys what we'll be cooking. It will be. Is he trying to act shy? Because he's not shy. He's not a shy person. So we'll be telling you guys what we'll be cooking. So what are we cooking?
So we are cooking stew and offensa.
Offensala. And meanwhile, the reason why we're cooking this offensala is because Ene said it's her favorite. So now we are in the kitchen to make Ene's favorite, and we hope we'll make it nice. We hope we'll give her what she wants. And Abby, and we hope say as be saying that your favorite, this will go last to last. Yes, so
I'll just test 2 times.
So this is our protein. This is the protein we'll be using. But this particular protein, and did you put all the protein here?
Yes.
No, we're not going to.
Only the fish.
No, for the nsala soup, right? Where we put this, we are going to be using the roundabout for nsala soup and the catfish. That's what we're going to be using. We're going to be using roundabout, catfish, and we're going to be using crab. We have crab, yeah. So that's what we're going to be using for our catfish, our nsala, and the rest of the meat is for stew. So Ebube, take this, get a plate. Let's do it here, yeah? If we don't show you, how can you say it? If we don't show you, how you gonna take no say we dey cook? So appreciate us on the comment section for showing you guys what we are doing. Or do easy. If you think it's easy, then you need to think again. It's not easy, yeah? So we're going to be taking this off, and the next thing again is Ella already prepped, this is onions. We're going to be using onions. And yeah, this is onions, and this is pepper, you know. And then she blended this a little bit too much. I like it grated. So that, especially for, we need to grate another one for salad soup, so that when you take some, you see a little bit pepper. It's appealing. So this is our pepper, and again, this is tomatoes. Yes, tomatoes. And already, this is fresh tomatoes, by the way, and for this economy now, you know what's in fresh tomato they talk abi. So if you person get this quantity of fresh tomato, you know what it be. Put my appreciation for that comment section. Say you know the chop and nobody say you go appreciate me. Appreciate me, no, the reason, you know? It's not easy. So, Ebube, come this way. Ebube, you don't need to be camera shy. Be bold, you know? You know the CNN? So, Ebube is going to take off the roundabout. We don't need the roundabout for the stew. The last stew we made, we added roundabout to it. So this particular stew, we don't want roundabout on it, just to give it a different taste.
That's enough.
Okay. So I think we still have too much meat. Too much meat in the sense that this is goat meat. I hope they would show them. This is goat meat. This particular meat is goat meat. So we're going to put it for the nsala soup. You know, the thing with soup and stew is the more quantity of protein you have, the higher quantity of soup you get, yeah? So this is for stew. Here we have chicken. And then what do you think? Should we just use chicken for the stew?
Yeah.
Okay. So if we take this one off, show them what you're taking out. So this is Keduna. What's the name of this?
Cow meat.
Cow meat. So this one is beef. So we're going to be taking the beef out, and we're going to be left with chicken. Let's just make it chicken stew, right? Just chicken stew. I think that's what we need to do, right?
Yes.
And I said yes. What did you guys say? Should we do chicken stew? What do you think?
It's okay.
So what do we do with it? So we should just keep that meat, Abby, because I cannot combine goat meat, cow meat in one Nsala soup. So let's just keep that one back. So we'll just do. I think during the week we use this meat to just do our spaghetti bolognese. It's been a while. So this is our chicken, and we're using 3 chicken for this stew because we want to. Again, is the get that for chicken now. Is the native chicken or native chicken Ghana? Local chicken.
Okuki.
Okuki Igbo. So, and then, are you hiding from the camera?
Yeah.
So this is Okuki Igbo, you know? Okuki Igbo. This is what we're going to be using. It's called native fowl, native chicken, the succulent one. So, this is onions, so onions goes in. And again, this is from the freezer. And before we put it in the freezer, it's already well washed, properly washed, sexily washed, millennial washed, and Gen Z washed. Yeah? So we put our onions, and then we're going to on the lights. So this is it. And the next thing we are going to be doing is because we tend to make the chicken a pepper chicken. Yes, you heard me. Pepper chicken. You know that kind of chicken where we say if you go to chop, you go to give you mele for mouth. Now what you want to do. And again, every worker deserves his wages, Abi. So when we dey cook, we go see they chop the chicken, they go. Anyone will remain, now we go put for stew. Things like that. So this is me adding what's it called? Pepper to the
Chicken.
good with the time. So the pepper stays off. And the next thing, can you guess the next thing? How do you make garnish your chicken? Like, how do you mele your chicken? What do you do to your chicken? So what we're going to do now, guess the next thing that we're bringing. Guess the next thing I need to you know? Guess, you know? The next thing we'll be putting in this. If you guess, we'll dance for you. We'll dance for you. So, you're supposed to be cooking and dancing. It's either you're cooking and sipping a wine, you're cooking and dancing, or you're cooking and stepping. You know, stepping is different from dancing. Dancing is... Stepping is... You don't need to have a music on. All you need to know is you should entertain yourself while you cook. So, Ebube is taking ages to bring what we need. And again, you guys are taking ages to tell us what's the next thing to add in this pot. This is not a cooking tutorial video. This is me and you cooking. So you tell me what next you think we should add on this. I'm not here to teach you how to cook. I'm here for us to cook, you know? So, this is, and can you show them what you're doing? Tell them what you're doing.
There's the time.
So this is Ene getting time. How many times do you think we should put?
2 is okay.
Okay, Ene said 2 is fine. What do you think? Do you think 2 is okay? Do you think 2 is too much? Me in the comment section there, you know? And how do you marinate or how do you season your chicken, you know? Good. I like the way Ene spreads it. This is the way she spreads it. So the next thing to get is what? Can you guess the next thing? So this is how it's looking. It's coming together, yeah? It's coming together. It is. It's coming together. Hello. Somebody said hello. Says, hi, honey. How are you? What are you from? Where? Oh, what are you from? Oh, do you mean to ask where am I from? If you mean to ask, Abumoni Igbo. You know, Wafi Igbo. Bona fide Igbo, you know? So, and Oni Igbo, and I'm trying to make this. And you know where Igbo is? Yeah, this is Mivina. So we're going to be adding, I used to call this Mivina. I never knew it's Bivina. I always thought it's Mivina, M. I never know it's B, you know? So we're going to be adding 1 to 8. Okay. So what's the next thing to add? And can we get salt? So this is it. And can you get something to turn it around with? Carefully. Okay. So Anna is going to be adding salt. And then be mindful with the salt, yeah?
Okay. You know, in Nigeria, we don't measure salt as the spirit lead.
As the spirit lead, that's how we put our salt. We're not like you people that will go and take spoon, 1 spoon, 2 spoons of salt. No,
Nobody
we don't.
does that.
Good. So, a baton. So, but it's time to show them what you're doing when you're turning it. Good. So, he's trying to turn it to make sure everything rhymes together. Everything is getting attention. All the chicken has to get attention. And the next thing to do is pop, 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 pop. Put the light on. And I hope we're not forgetting this. Did you put this?
Mm-hmm.
So, can you put this?
Let me
Good. So this particular cooking is meant to last for less than 1 hour. We're supposed to finish cooking less than an hour. You know, the idea, maybe I'm not at this kitchen. The idea is to
see your comments. This cooking will make sense. So.
before uncle, no, you know, it go make sense. So the next thing we're going to be adding is this. So this is our bay leaf. So we're going to be adding bay leaf just for taste. And again, bay leaf is medicinal, very highly medicinal. Highly medicinal. So this is the quantity of bay leaf we're adding. Pop, pop, pop. Okay. Yeah, and I think that's enough. Just put it in the. So the light goes up, and it goes to the cooking. The cooking. What did they call that thing? The cooking gas. Wonderful. So the next thing to do is while this is cooking, we're going to start frying our tomatoes. That's how and then we need more onions. You know, let's get more onions. And this particular time, let's not chop the onions like this. Let's chop it round.
I have something to say. Wake up. It would be his always running when they ask him to slice onions. I don't know why.
Maybe
I don't know.
Maybe onions makes him cry. You know, some people, onions make them cry, Abby. Onions make them remember their iniquities. If they will just start crying. And you'll be asking them, why are you crying? They'll tell you it's the onions. It is not the onions. Because it's not today you start slicing onions. One thing with onions, the more you slice it, the more you get used to the whole thing. And but if you keep slicing onions and you're always crying, my brothers and sisters, no be that onions, na iniquity, you know. As your mommy Giwa will tell you, na iniquity, you need to check yourself. And God will help you in Jesus' name. Somebody say amen. You know? So the next thing to do is we're going to be adding some onions to this particular one. I want the quantity of the onions. And this time, not sliced like this. It has to be in the, you know, the round shaped kind of a thing. So that we'll get a very, very good result. That's what we're going to do. So meanwhile, we're going to cover our pot. Permit me, I could have shown you inside how it's cooking, but you'll see it behind, Abby. And again, health and safety. We're not taking the camera close. And this is not a video, this is a live video. So don't expect me, make I carry camera, go to show now where they cook. Because we don't want emergencies, right? And then just show them what you're doing. Get the chopping board. Slide with them, chat with them while you're doing it. Because, look, you know, what do you think? I look good, Abby. I look good, Abby. You're welcome. So, what's the next thing to do?
So we got it.
What's the next thing to do? Anyway, the next thing to do is start frying tomatoes.
not doing well.
Yeah. No, that's not
No,
how you do
no,
it.
no,
Let me
no.
show you.
Like this?
That's not how you do it. So, chopping board, you hold this. And since Ene cannot chop onions, you too might not know how to chop onions in the fashion you want it. So you hold it like this. Yeah. So if you want this fashion, this is it. But if you want a rounder fashion, it's still the same thing, but you just have to be firm till it gets down.
Okay.
Do you understand? So this is what we want. So if you want it tinier, you could. But again, you know I like my onions looking at me. So
Okay.
no, no, don't do that.
I'm scared of that.
Okay, you know what? Let me just do it. Let me do it. So, because health and safety again, make we no go dey chop any blood on top stew wey we wan cook. So I will just have to do it myself. And for you that doesn't know how to do, just in case it gets smaller like this, you could just turn it around like this. You start chopping from here. Yeah, and that's it. And that is it. So let's take this for example as well. This is a rounder shape. Meanwhile, if you're a chef, a professional chef watching, do not say what is she doing. I no be professional chef. Now food where I want chop, my children go chop, now we dey cook. I only do what I can. So don't expect any professionalism, yeah? But again, expect food to get ready. Well, the most important thing is that we're going to make something ready for everybody to eat. And yeah, that's it. So the whole idea is so that it stays like this. Let's say, for example, you even want to garnish. So this is a better way to garnish your meal. Yeah, for now where they do abacha, when I will come put on like this or wow or anything. So this is how you do it. Say thank you to me if you learn this, yeah? Because any learns it now. Abi?
Yes.
So the next thing to do, and please tell them what you're doing.
Chicken is on the fire. And the pot is frying of the stew. It's already on the fire. We'll just wait so the water will dry. We'll pour in our oil, put our onion, and put our tomatoes. Thanks for watching.
Don't tell them thanks for watching when you are still watching. Oh,
They are
no,
still
kuna
watching.
never go.
No,
Thanks for
don't
watching.
go.
Girl.
I'm just telling you thank you. So you'll be coming down.
So, when the pot is ready. So when the pot is ready, we'll be putting the oil. Teamwork brings better action or better results. So you see 3 people cooking 1 food or 2 food, you know say the food goes sweet, abi? So when you already put the oil, so the oil goes into the pot, and again, you know, because of cholesterol, right? We don't eat too much oil. We minimize the oil we take into our body system. So it's not too much oil. Because don't forget that the chicken also has its own oil. So we're going to be utilizing that fat, and we're going to be using a little oil. Because the chicken oil is a natural one, is beneficial to the body, but this oil, we're not really sure. Yeah, that's enough. So if we need more during the whole process thing, we would add more. So the oil is already in the pot. And let me show you the quantity we're using. Ene did this. For me, I wouldn't go this much, but again, it's a good thing she did it because we're going to be adding a lot of tomatoes. So the next thing we're going to be, Ene, get tin tomatoes. Yes, we're going to be using tin tomatoes because you could agree with me that this fresh tomatoes. So this is fresh tomatoes, by the way, but again, 4 kids, 4 children. Mommy, can I have some more, please? Mommy, I need some more, please. If it's going to be possible, you need more tomatoes. So this is the tomatoes we're using. Sonia, we're going to be using Sonia tomatoes, and we're going to be using 3 of it. And yeah, so and I come and teach them how to open tin tomatoes. Not everybody knows how to do it. So and I will be teaching you guys how to open a tin tomatoes, and then take it slowly, teach them nicely. You don't know how to teach? Teach them with passion.
You go like this. Once it's like this.
No be saying you go there, turn it upside down, learn now.
Take your time. You go this way.
Okay,
Push it down. Push it down. Then you go back.
And then all you do,
When you go back, you press it like this. You see, it's still hard. But you just have to. You're going like this, like this, like this, like this. Finally, we are here.
So put a thank you in the comment section if you learned something.
Okay, we go for the second one. Oh wow!
So that's 2.
2, and there's the last one. This one, like this, and like this.
And again, good. So again, the most important thing in this particular thing is this is hazard, pure hazard. So anytime you're cooking and you get this out, make sure you put it in the bin directly. Don't keep it around you so that your toes will still be intact. Or toes will be fat. Which one is toes? Toes is the feet one up, yeah? Which one is this one? What's it? Leave the door open. What is this called? Bikono, you people that went to school, what is this called? Toes is for the feet. No, this is palm. What is this called? This is nails. But what is tongue? But this particular place, what is it called? Teach us. Make una teach us for comment section. What is this called? This particular place. If toes, if we have the leg toes, so what is this called? Teach us, yeah? So the next thing to do, because we have our oil in the pot, don't forget, whenever you are cooking with tin tomatoes, if you can afford it, go strictly with fresh tomatoes. But if you did like me, we're born through the full house, you go add tin tomatoes, you go add tin tomatoes. So that's why we're adding tin tomatoes. So how to make tin tomato stew? Since the pot is already on the fire, what you do is, before you add your onions, start frying this. Fry this. Try it and let me know. After frying this, then go in with your tomatoes. But this is the first thing the oil gets. Some people add water to their tin tomatoes. I don't. Because the reason why we make this like this is to eradicate water from the tomatoes, so that it doesn't give us a sour taste. So the reason trust me, there was a time I could barely cook stew, like make an edible stew, because it's always slapping the next person, slapping me, you know. So I now had to, keep trying till I got it right. So if you want to get it right with your stew, get rid of the water in the tomatoes. So that's why we're not going to add water here, because we're getting rid of every water, right? And that's why you fry it to get rid of water. Fry it to finish. So we're not going to add water here, just like many people do. I'm not condemning how they cook. That's how they cook. But I'm telling you, this is something I have tried that worked. So this particular one, everybody put it. Careful with it, yeah? So everybody's going to put it in the pot. I don't know if you can see what he's doing. And again, I'm sweating. So this is them putting the tomatoes in the pot. So did you see it? So it's the 3 tin tomatoes goes into the pot for frying, and
Why are you running?
Everybody's running. Okay. So this is how you do it. The best thing is use a spoon, put it round, it just goes inside one. So I never knew that men are scared like this. Everybody's a scary cat. He's so scared.
That's our papa.
Okay, so if we want to stop what is going on there, we're just going to add our onions, yeah? Because they're running away, so let's just add onions to it. So onions goes in, that's the round onions. We're going to keep this one for later, you know? We're making some magical stew. Magical, so drop this one. I think we have nutmeg, right? We do. We're going to be adding nutmeg as well to our cooking. So the next thing I want to show you guys is, don't forget the chicken is directly from the freezer, so it's blocked. So and now that it's cooking, you need to keep turning, so that every ingredient goes inside one another. If not, some part is going to be cooking while the other part is going to be melting, yeah? So turning time is what we intend to do now. So we are going to be using this. I like using this to turn. Okay. So the next thing to do, let me show you guys how it looks like. Okay. So this is how it looks like. This is it. Yeah? So, tell me, what do you think? Do you think it's not necessary to... Good. So we're going to be adding nutmeg. One nutmeg to the tomatoes. So that's the nutmeg, right? Everybody. I'm not. Okay. It's here now, later. Okay. Okay, so the nutmeg already went in. The next thing to go in is our, and then the chicken, did we put curry? No, I opened that door. I'm suffocating here. So the door stays open. I'm sweating. I don't know why. So this is curry, and again, you guys know I like it like this. I don't like the curry that you buy in a big portion. That's if you live alone. And then go pour everything inside one pot. So we buy it like this. So yeah, it goes into the tomatoes. So the next thing we are going to be adding is this, you know, it's called lasso. And don't forget the tomatoes we're making is a lot. 3 tin tomatoes, medium size, and fresh tomatoes, yeah? So the seasoning has to be even as well. So we're going to be adding 2 of this, and look at this. we need to be adding to our tomatoes is this. Do you usually use time to fry your tomatoes? Try it and tell me how it tastes. You know? So that was time going in. Another thing that we would like to put is our no maggi, not chicken, yeah? So we're going to be using Knorr chicken, 3 of Knorr chicken, and anyhow, 3 Knorr chicken goes in there. And another vital thing is, whatsoever thing you use during cooking, trash it. Trash it. Trash it. So the next particular thing we need to do is, this is rosemary. Rosemary, you know. I got it from all these aboki people. There's one that do it. I like it like this. So you see what you're buying, you know. Before I bought it, I had to open it and I had to check to see if na rosemary I buy. I be in another time. So it's rosemary and it's good, you know. And it gives you an opportunity to, you know, take out anything that you don't want inside, if ever there is something there. So this is rosemary. We're going to be adding a little rosemary. The reason why I add rosemary to the stew is for health benefits. That's all. Went in too much. So I don't know, were you timing the tomatoes? So now that the tomatoes is already looking dried, you know? So the tomatoes is already looking dried, the tin tomatoes. That's when the fresh tomatoes now goes in. Yeah? So I put the fresh tomatoes. So and don't forget that while the fresh tomatoes goes in, they're still frying and drying at the same time. So so at this point it's coming together. So the chicken, I'm thinking, should we fry it? Should we roast it? What do you think, Ene? Roast it. Ene said roast it. And again, roasting is more healthy. So roasting we do. Okay, so the next thing we're going to be adding to our tomatoes is our salt. Yes, we fry tomatoes with salt, yeah, to give it a taste, even while it's still frying. And when next we add salt is when it's done. Then we'll now add taste to see if we need to add, you know. And don't forget, when you're adding your salt, don't forget that you added salt in the meat stock as well. Yeah. So everybody is turning the chicken. He's turning the chicken, you know? That's what everybody is doing. Everybody, do you want to show them the chicken? Yeah. So everybody's going to show you guys the chicken. And you guys are going to say thank you to him. Because it's not easy. You want the show on something where they hot.
It's so sweet.
Did you get the aroma? Go pursue you come up for husband's house. So the chicken is already, and again, this particular chicken is a native chicken, so it takes ages to cook. So what everybody will do is everybody will add water to it, so that we just allow it to start cooking. And even at that, when we now add it to our stew, we go still allow am to cook well well, enter inside the stew enter inside. That's what we're going to do. Like, we're going to allow all of them to marry together like this. That's what we'll do. I think while this particular one is cooking, we'll start prepping for our nsala soup. Ginger, ginger. So we're adding water to the chicken so that we cook. So the chicken is cooking, and then he's turning the tomatoes. The next thing to do is to start prepping for our nsala soup. So add the onions now. Yeah. We don't need onions for nsala soup. I know they cook premium nsala soup or Gen Z nsala soup that you could put onions. We don't do that here. We make our nsala soup like my grandmother. If it's not like my grandmother, my hand and leg no dey inside. So I don't know about you. Maybe it tastes good with you. I'm not discarding the fact that you like putting onions in your nsala soup, but you never tell me where you learned that one from. So there is no onions in nsala soup. It's nsala soup. Onions are there. Obenye will do the work. So the next thing to do is to prep, and we'll put the rubber. We'll put the rubber. So we're going to be making the nsala soup, and the protein we have for our nsala soup is catfish, cow meat roundabout, more day. And we have crab. Okay, my crab. Water crab. Yes, we have it inside. And yeah, that's it really. That is it. So tell me, how do you make your nsala soup? What do you put in it? What do they put inside my own nsala soup? Yeah. So don't forget to dance while you were doing whatsoever thing you were doing. Dance. Don't forget that. So we're going to be prepping for our nsala soup, and I'm going to be showing you guys that in another video. Yes, another video. So meanwhile, the stew is still doing kiniko. I'm still going to be showing you guys the aftermath of this stew in another video. Like, I will show you now waiting we make, me and you make on this, yeah? So we're going to be making another video to show you guys the you know, when you're cooking and it's coming out nice, you take a deep breath. That's what you do. And yeah. So this is our yeah. So this is our omo. You know, you're going to be using this omo for the nsala soup. This is our omo. Yeah. So this is how I like my pomo in the insala soup. I usually don't so we chop tiny piece. You know that soup that when you're eating in a sutofe, in a sutano. That's what we're doing. You dey bring soup, you dey carry meat. If you no see pomo, you go see goat meat. If you no see goat meat, you go see crab. If you no see crab, you go shall see something. And another thing we're adding to this soup is periwinkle. We're using periwinkle for it. I'm a periwinkle in a freezer, and we will put it. So we're going to be using periwinkle. So you must really get something when you do like this. That's the idea. So tell me, how do you make do you like your pomo big or tiny piece? How do you like your pomo? Can you please chop pomo? So this is this, and yeah. Have you tried pomo stew? Pomo stew. You need to go pomo stew. If you eat pomo stew, you gonna say life is sweet. One day try using pomo to make stew. Not like the big pomo. Some people like it big, but sometimes chop the pomo in tiny bits and add it in your stew. You'll be singing hallelujah while you're eating it because it will make sense. It will make too much sense. You know? Okay, so this is the quantity we have. We still need more. Okay. Okay. Yeah. More. Okay. Yep. My kids say the reason why I'm always sweating is because anytime I take a shower, I put cream on. So they're advising me to stop putting cream on so that I won't sweat. Okay. Work. So this is it. So this is the quantity we have. This is the pomo we have. And for the soup, I think put small for this stew. Get as it go be, but no. Next time we're going to make pomo stew, and the pomo stew is going to be banging. Let's stick to the chicken stew for today, you know. So it will be made with yeah. Okay, I will show you guys the catfish. Make I show you a catfish. Yeah. So this is the catfish we're using. We're using 2 catfish for the soup. Yeah. That there's no benefit in fish head, no before catfish. Nuru adironi isi azụ rọbọ kwa maka azụ a. Uru dị ya, you know, benefit full. So this is our catfish. Yeah. This is our crab. This is crab. So we're using crab, and it's Sisala soup. So obviously we go use yam for thickening. You know, yam is our thickener. We can even freeze and chop periwinkle when we periwinkle around. Show me how about isam. Yeah. You want the periwinkle? You want the whole open. So this is our open. It's frozen, and give it a few minutes. Everywhere will start oozing. You know, so we're using this quantity of open for our soup. Yeah, this one for the soup. Little bit open. So we'll be blending it with crayfish. We'll be blending our openye with crayfish, yeah, for the nsala soup. Yeah. Anytime you're cooking, make it a point of duty to dance, to sip something, to munch something, you know? Don't be boring when you're cooking. Cooking is an art, and art is not boring. Art is never boring. So Ella is turning the chicken. The chicken is already the chicken, you know. So don't forget you're using 3 chicken, and that 3 chicken is not 3 in because it's a native chicken. It's always small, but the taste is a banger, you know. So and I prep where we're going to put it foil. So we are going to be roasting the chicken. So Ene will be putting foil. And I bring it here. Show them how you put the foil. Not everybody's have you put foil inside this thing. Make it teach you now, eh? They say foil be this, so not everybody knows what foil is.
Oh, this foil. I think this quantity like this. Just be careful while cutting it.
Simple and easy. So what do you think about the chicken? Is it ready to... So Ene say the chicken is ready. What's not the chicken had to go ready? You water things like that. It's ready. So what Ene is going to do, Ene, don't be stingy now. Bring everything here and show them how you put it. You know? Make Ene do this stingy for you now. Ooh. Okay.
One, two,
Okay.
three.
Oh, you need to see this. You need to see this. Oh, it's hot. It's hot, but you need to see this. You need to see this. You know? Did you see the stock? When I told you guys that chicken has its own natural oil, this is what I meant. So what I'm going to do is, don't forget the tomatoes is frying, and then this is what we do. Yeah, let's put some little water in the tomatoes. Yeah. So little water from the chicken went into the tomatoes. So now what you do is you cover it. So this is to enable it to fry more without burning. You're going to remove the spoon. Ooh. Do you want to taste? Come on. From here, packets, deep crayfish. So another thing we are going to be using for nsala soup, you know, is the big crayfish. It's not prawn, it's the bigger crayfish. That's what we're going to use. The fresh one. I think we'll be calling it a quit here. The next thing you're going to be seeing is our meat video. Yes, our meat, our chicken video.